All right, hello. Yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update. I'm now level 100, and to be honest, since I looked into some builds on PoB, not on PoB, on PoE Ninja, and they were all pretty mediocre. So I just want to give you guys an update on how I developed my Earthshatter Chieftain and why I think this is probably the best version that you will find on PoE Ninja. So there was one other player, I think only one other player playing Earthshatter level 100, and his build was, in comparison, very, very mediocre. So the first thing that is really important that I updated and that I have not seen on any other build is I got precise technique, which is roughly 30% more damage. You will need 2 rings with accuracy, and you will need some gloves with accuracy. And I also ideally you would not want to need accuracy rating per friendly charge here, because we only get higher accuracy now when all our friendly charges are up. It's a little bit cheating. Maybe I will fix this and get something else here, because I would like that more. But yeah, it's working out fine, and the damage is really, really good. Also keep in mind that I'm using a lot of tattoos here to get the accuracy up. So our accuracy rating now is, like, if we have all the charges up, it's 4,564, and our life pool is 4,400, which doesn't really make us any less tanky. We are insanely tanky with this build. So what else did I change? I got these nodes instead, which give us impale, and this node, which is a little bit better in terms of damage than all of these nodes. I got rid of some of the rage nodes, because this is just an overall better trade-off. And I got all the damage nodes on the masteries. I did get this 5 regen mastery, because sometimes it can be a little bit troubling with the mana regen if you are not leeching. But occasionally I will flip this out for reduced damage taken from crits, depending on the kind of map that you are running. Also, I still have Corrupted Blood on here. I definitely need to get a gem with Corrupted Blood instead of this. This is one free point that I don't really need here, but I haven't fixed that yet. What I did fix, though, is I did get a medium cluster here with Mob Mentality and Warning Call, which is overall 10k more armor that you will get. And I flipped in the Silver Flask. You are a bit slower like this, so if you want to run a faster setup, you just run a Quicksilver Flask instead, right, with all the other flasks that I have here. And obviously only if you have a Mage Blood. But yeah, you would flip a Quicksilver Flask in, and you would flip one in with Onslaught on it, which is this one that I just flipped out. That, by example, will give you Onslaught for 4 seconds when you Warcry, which is the other option that you can do, and you will be a bit faster. So for fast strategies that don't require a lot of damage, etc. I mean, this was, as you have seen, this map has been a complete walk in the park. And this was with, oh my god, nothing dropped, nothing at all. This was with the Pilfering Scarab. And usually what I run is tier 16 with 100% delirious, and then it's getting a little bit tough, but still this build can pretty much handle everything. This is really, really well rounded, and I'm really glad how it turned out. But keep in mind, without a Mage Blood, it will not be that good. Okay, let's get back to the tree quickly. Anything else I changed? I don't think so. We're still using Strength of Blood. This is roughly 10k physical damage reduction that we get on top. If you are on a no region map, it might make sense to get rid of this, right? Because we don't have any leech. We have still have the insta leech here, which will give us the insta leech, because this is only for leech from overtime leech and not insta leech. Insta leech still works. Yeah, we do need these 2 here for additional accuracy, but the trade-off for these few points here is very well worth it, because it's, as I said, 30% damage. Otherwise, I don't think we changed too much. We still have 45 here on melee, which is pretty good. Walker buff effect, I don't know how good that is. Maybe we want to switch this out. I haven't really looked into it, how strong this really is. And yeah, one more important thing that I changed is we got Warbringer here. Why did we get Warbringer? Even though we have a lot of cooldown reduction here, right? And we can basically spam our war cries very, very often. And we have 12 attacks now. This is not the important one. The important one is Intimidating Cry, because Intimidating Cry... I can't really show this, I need to get into the map. The important one is Intimidating Cry, because we have 4 hits, right? And as you can see, this is pretty much what we can do within the cooldown range. It would probably be better if it was 1 or 2 attacks more, but I think 4 is fine enough. And if you look into the PoE, this is exactly why this is giving us so much damage and is better than anything else that we could get. We could get, for example, from Berserker, we could get Lust for Carnage, I think it's called, right? Let me take a quick look. But it's not as good as Warbringer. Warbringer gives us 26% DPS, Aspect of Carnage it's called, right? And this is a little bit better in terms of damage, but it's also way, way worse in terms of defenses. So I would definitely go for Warbringer here. And yeah, as I said, the reason is we have a pretty high attack rate already for a slam build. And we almost always have Intimidating Cry up and double damage. So yeah, this is the best version that I could come up with. There's some slight changes that we could still make. We could try to fit in Pride, which I haven't looked into, and even with Guardian's Blessing. That's like a way to make Guardian's Blessing work with Pride, right? And with Herald. So it does not cost any mana, and there's also other versions that we could do where we could fit in Pride, but the thing is our damage is already pretty good, and there is really no need to try and fit anything of that in. Maybe I will do it anyways, but overall I'm pretty happy. One thing that could be really good is if we get a +1 curse ashes, that we could definitely fit in +1 curse, and then we get punishment as well into the build, which we could easily just get onto here, I think. Yeah, supported spells it says. So we could get punishment in here theoretically if we have +1 curse, which would be another I don't know how much. +1 additional curse. Does that work? I have a low life note as well. Wait, how much more damage is this? Let me see. Punishment is 60% increased damage taken. Holy. Okay, I should definitely do this. This is pretty good. I mean, this is effectively not. Yeah, it's not like 30%, but it's very close, right? With Cull. But this is very good if you can get your hands on a +1 Ashes of the Star, +1 Curse. This would probably be the best option to get punishment in here for even more damage. This is 21% hit DPS. And also like curse enemies are debilitated for 3.5 seconds when they hit, which is super good, because then we could also get rid of this Warcat Rise, debilitate enemies for 1 second, right? So we could completely get rid of this node, and then we have I mean, I don't even know what else to get, like just more damage, I guess. Get one of these nodes, probably this one, which is even more damage. I don't really think we need to get any more HP here from the tree. The problem is that these nodes are, in terms of effectiveness, are very low, and also we need to see that our main hand accuracy is staying above our HP. Alright, so as I said, I mean, if you look into, let me give you a quick look into level, I think there's only a couple of level 99 players. Yeah, to 200. I mean, this is the whole list of chieftains that made it to 99 and 100, which is really, really low. And then you look at I looked at some of these builds, and they don't get much more out of their damage. So I feel like, I don't want to sound cocky, but I think I do have the best build. This is also not correct, right? But you can look into all these other builds and see if you can get anywhere close to the stats that I have in my PoB. And I think you will not find, if you find any of them that are better, please show me, because I always want to get the best out of my builds. But if you find anything that is getting close to these numbers, I would be very interested in seeing it. So yeah, with punishment and a +1, we would almost always have this up, and then we had almost 200k effective HP. And this is without, by the way, we don't have any spell suppress, right? There is ways to fit in spell suppress. We could get these nodes over here, and if we get a chest and everything else with spell suppress, let me see quickly. Wait, what is it called? To suppress spell damage? Let me see. Chance to suppress spell damage, yeah. Chance to suppress spell damage. So we would get even more effective HP here, right? From like 180 to 200 to. But the problem is the hustle worth it, right? I don't think so. It's gonna be pretty expensive, and to find all the gear, especially like the body armor, I'm really happy with this one, and it was really cheap. And you don't have a lot of decks on this build. Like if you want to fix your decks and you want to get a hybrid body armor here, which has very high dex requirement, I think it's gonna be very hard to find something with high suppress and roughly the same stats. So I think it's too much of a hustle to get spell suppress in, but maybe I will look into it as well if I farmed a lot more. The next idea for what I want to do, I want to figure out, I want to see, especially since I already have some accuracy stuff here. I mean, this is probably not good enough because it doesn't have dexterity, but I want to look into making an accuracy stacker and see how much DPS we can get out of this. Right? The problem is, if I make an accuracy stacker, I think the effective HP will be way lower, but we will see. So overall, very happy with how this character turned out and how min-max it is, and I hope this helps out some of you to improve your chieftains or to improve your slam builds, because as I said, I do think that most of these are pretty lackluster from what I've seen. All right, thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.